Hey everyone, we're here at a quarry and I'm with Tim, my mate Tim, and we are gonna go through our, I wouldn't say top 5 favorite flashlights, but like our top 5 lights that we're interested in at the moment. And Tim's also got his own channel as well, his own light channel and his website. And yeah, it's the first time we've actually met up and decided to nerd out on flashlights. So yeah. I guess I'll let you go first.
Yeah, good to meet in person. Yeah, inspired by top 5 by Tactical Grizzly on Reddit, I guess. Try to keep to the spirit of that one. So yeah, favorite EDC is the Raylight Pineapple Mini. It's just a AAA or 1044 lithium ion one. So I like using moonlight mode and like 2% mode. So yeah. It doesn't have the best runtime, but on the lower output it's really cool, and I just use that around the house all the time.
Is that the 519A, the Cheer 519A?
Yep, it's got it's got the 519A. It's about 4,000 Kelvin.
De-domed?
Nah, still domed.
Yeah. I modded mine after you told me to take off the dome.
Yep.
And it does, actually throws a bit further because of that. So yeah, actually it's got kind of a more warmer, rosy looking beam.
Yeah, it takes it from like neutral at like 0 down to like slightly negative, which is cool.
Yeah, I think it cut off a little bit of the output, tiny little bit, but apart from that,
the lumen output might be reduced a little bit because it's not spreading out so much.
Yeah. Sweet.
So that's the favorite EDC.
Yeah. This one here.
Favorite thrower. So it's a Nextorch PT35. It's LEP. It's got a shine through module.
Man, that's a tiny LEP. That looks around the same size as the M2, isn't it? It's around the same size as the Convo M2.
It's just an 18650, so it's pretty small, and it's got the copied Thyron switchback.
Yeah. Do you find it's easy carrying it around in your pocket?
Yeah, like you could carry it without this as well, and I can unscrew, take the Thyron. Sorry. It's a copy of it.
Yeah.
But that makes it thinner, so that's much more pocketable.
Wow.
But yeah, that's my favourite thrower, even though I've got some bigger throwers I can go through. But this one's just like really small. Yeah, it's just a nice thrower. Favourite lamp or lantern? It's the Sofirn LT1S. So got cool white, warm white, red. It's just what I prefer because it's lightweight. Takes a 21700 cell in the middle. There's the BLF LT1, which is much bigger, but it's pretty hefty to carry around. And I really like headlamps. So it's the Zebralight.
What would you say, like with Zebralights, what's like the differences between them compared to like a Workhorse headlamp or Ace Beam or whatever? I know there's like a really close following, almost like cult following, people who like Zebralights. So I don't know anything about them. So
I guess one of the main distinguishing features is like the driver is fairly efficient, and the electronics in the driver have been potted, so they've got a material on it so that if there's some shock, you're less likely to have the components fall off, and so if you just drop it on the ground, it's less likely to have the driver just break apart and stop working.
So the components, so there's some kind of glue or some, I don't know what it is, adhesive or whatever that
it's some kind of compound. I don't think it's that sticky after it sets, but it's really good for hunting as well. So you wouldn't really need that potted electronics for this on a rifle. You'd have like an actual torch. But if you've got a torch on a rifle, you want the electronics to be potted so that when there's a recoil or shock, it's not going to break the driver. But another cool thing is it's just an 18650 headlamp, and it's really, really compact for something that takes an 18650 cell. It won't fit a button top or it needs a really short flat top cell to be able to fit.
Frosted lens?
Yeah, this one's got a frosted lens, which makes it nice and floody. So it's quite warm. This one's 400 Kelvin roughly, or 4500.
What's this model called again?
It's the Zebralight H600Fc Mk IV,
Wow.
which is probably for, is it 2018 or 2019? It's not the newest of headlamps, but yeah, I bought it in 2021, I think. And yeah, top 5 last one, the flutter, have to be the IMALENT MS12 Mini now, which is just taken over from the Lumen Top Mac, which is the previous big flutter. I won't go through this just now, but it's like 65,000 lumens and at turn on, which is quite bright. It's got, yeah, multiple fans.
I'm scared. I'm scared. I don't.
Yeah, so I got the fan going. It's quite loud.
You can turn the fan on by itself.
Yeah.
How do you do that? Just press and hold kind of thing?
Yep, just press and hold. I think. Yeah, it's locked out, so it's okay.
Oh, okay.
You can turn the fan on while it's locked out.
Wow.
We'll go through that later tonight and light up the wall back there, the rock.
Yeah. That's sweet.
It's, yeah, a lot of fun. It's pretty blinding in the house.
I like how you've got so much like variety of lights. I just brought 5 that I'm kind of that I use every now and then. Like, I find that they're probably the ones that I pick up the most these days. It's changed over, yeah. I guess, you know, because I've been into torches, more in torches probably for the last year. Prior to that, I just, you know, probably forgot about them for a bit. So yeah, I guess the first one that I really like these days, and it's a surprise one, it's the OLIGHT Warrior Mini 3. And I got this sent to me, I think it was last month, and didn't think too much of it when they sent it, but when I opened it up, yeah, it's hard to explain, but it's just the feel of the light, the anodizing, the color. And I know a lot of people kind of bash OLIGHT, and you know, with the proprietary charging and stuff like that, and I get where people are coming from as well, but yeah, there's just something really cool about it that I like, and it's also one of the smallest 18650 like tactical flashlights that I have. So yeah,
that tail cap design looks really cool.
Yeah,
like you wouldn't think it would be a magnetic charging port, but it is.
They're using some type of, I can't remember what they were saying in it. They're like bonding the plastic with the metal.
Yep. Oh, they're trying to prevent the metal shavings from, or make it easier to clear.
Yeah, so they don't get caught in there. I haven't had that issue, but I guess if you're working out in the, yeah,
that's pretty cool.
where there might be metal shavings, it's not going to pick up and get sort of stuck in the area within the tail cap, which is good. Pretty strong magnet.
The metal side switch now. It used to be rubber, I think.
Yeah.
Which is nice and durable. Like I've got the Warrior Mini 2, which is a little bit squishier. Just the rubber side switch.
Yeah, I would have thought this one, if I didn't look close enough, I would have thought it was rubber as well. But yeah, aluminium, which is great. So that's the first one. Second light that I've been using pretty often these days that I like is the Fenix PD35. And you know, I've got the PD35R as well, and those were sent to me by Adam from liteshop.com.au. And yeah, like I find when I'm out, if I'm out at night or anything like that, I like that tactical functionality, just to be able to activate the light really quickly at a moment's notice, being able to get that turbo mode, and the fact that you've got this side switch as well, so you can sort of change into the other lower modes, is really good. I honestly can't decide between this one and the PD35R. I think both of them are pretty good. Attached a little tritium tube on the end of it. It's probably too difficult to see, but
you can see it at night time. Yeah,
probably not. But yeah, SFT40 tactical flashlight's got momentary mode. Yeah, it's a great little light. If I want something that's a bit more powerful, these SFT70 lights are also really good. Also kind of tactical lights, which I'm just kind of
Nitecore.
That's it, yeah. P23i.
Yep.
And you know, there's others as well. Other SFT70 lights. There's the Fenix TK20. There's what else is there? OLIGHT. Warrior 3.
Trying to think of for SFT70.
Yeah. What else is there? There's like Nextorch, I think, have one as well.
Got a bunch of XHP 70.3s and 70.2s.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
like Science Ski. P25.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, but yeah, the SFT70 is really good. It produces a fair bit of heat, but yeah, it's still it's smaller tactical flashlight. It's getting to almost full size, but like that one. And what else do I have here? This one is an interesting one. It's the Ledlenser P6R Core QC. And this one I'm picking only because I actually just use it for a whole bunch of purposes. Sometimes if I'm going out at night for a walk, I can put it on the red and the green beam so that I'm not blinding myself, any animals. It's got this zoom, this little zoom feature that you can pull the head and it turns into a smaller hotspot. It's even got a blue LED in there, and it's got your normal white LED as well. So sometimes when I take videos or when I take just photographs of the lights and products, I'll use this light. I'll have it on the side, and it helps create a bit of ambience, I suppose. Yeah. So it's kind of like a tool as well, photography tool, a light, torch. It's a cool little thing.
People really like the zoomy feature, like on Ledlenser or headlamps too. Like how do I get another headlamp that has they've got a lead lenser and they just want to try and find an alternative?
Yeah.
Well, they kind of got the patent on the
that's a thing,
the zoomy part, so it's a bit hard to have competition.
Cheeky buggers.
Yeah. It's cool, though.
There are a few other. You probably know better than me, Tim, but there are probably like a few other coloured LED lights out there. There's this Workhorse one. I don't know what else there is.
I was at the Workhorse. There's like WD40 or something, or there's in Science Sky. They've got I think one or two different versions where you can switch between white and red, or white and green, or white and blue.
Yeah,
which is pretty cool. You just change the whole driver board, gets shifted around, and then it just moves that into the center point.
Sweet.
Yep.
But it's good that they, a lot of some of these other lights have like filters that they apply on top, like a physical filter, and it just filters the white light. But with the actual LEDs, I just find that, for me anyway, they look more intense, and you can get native lumen output without kind of lowering it from a white. So yeah, cool little light. And the last one, probably a bit of a surprise. I couldn't decide. I rode out here to Ringwood, and I didn't want to bring too many things along with me. But Convoy, I think, has always been a nice little, I guess, how would you call it, like an everyday sort of light that anyone can have, but it's the great quality. And I've got the Convoy M2, but I also, the S2, I have a couple of them around the house, with the Nitecore 519A, and they're just great for general use, and I find I just pick those up probably the most out of all my lights. So even though I have a lot of these other lights that cost more, I still use the Convoy ones probably the most. So that's the Convoy M2, and it's a little thrower. Probably can't see the...
It's got a nice tint to it.
Yeah, well, you can kind of see it on the camera a ton. Yeah, so that's about it.
Showing up. Yep, starting to show up.
There we go.
It's really cool to see Simon bring out like the Nitecore 219Bs, the 519As, and now he's got SFT40, 90 Cry, and 3000K. So like a lot of the torches of luminous SFT40 LEDs are usually like low Cry, like 65 or 70, and they're like 6000 Kelvin, and it's really bright and intense, but it's a low Cry. So now they've got the high Cry versions coming out, and Convoy seems to be at the forefront of that. As soon as they announced, or Luminous announced it at a trade fair back in May, I think he got some and he started putting them in his torches.
Yeah. Do they come in? They already come in some of his lights, or do they sell them separately through like the individual LEDs and the boards?
He's not selling them separately yet, because I asked when can I buy some?
Yeah.
I want to go and modify a bunch of my existing torches and change out the cool white low Cry stuff. Are they
still going to be producing high lumens though, like 2000, or they'll be?
It might
reduced.
Yeah, it'll be reduced a little bit. Yeah, have to sacrifice the output a little bit.
Yeah, it always seems to be the case, eh? Like low Cry, higher lumens, or high lumens.
Like if it's really cool white, you might get a more intense beam than if it's like 3000 Kelvin or 2000 Kelvin, it might be a little less intense.
Yeah. Like I think for most people probably notice the high cry better. I mean, I'm like red-green colorblind, so there's just a lot of colors around just seem a little kind of dull. And even if there's a bit of a green tint, I'm like, oh, that beam looks a bit funny. But for someone else, you look about that, that's green. So
yeah, like the rosiness and the DV. It's nice when it's just neutral.
Yeah.
It's like some people don't like having a really rosy beam, and then some really like it.
Yeah, I love the warmer beams for some reason, just especially at night, just easy on the eyes.
No, so like just very light.
Yeah.
It's just warm and it's not too rosy, it's not really green at all. So
there's nothing worse than those at night having like a low, like 60 cry, 6,500 K light, and like just using that, like it's great for just visibility, seeing stuff, but it just not pleasant.
Cool.
Sweet.
We'll probably play around with the LEPs and stuff.
Yeah, alrighty.